Yeah.
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch because he's so different. His style is so different. You know, he's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out. And the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he very explosive. He's very explosive, and you know, man, he be cracking them dudes. Hey, he be putting them to sleep.
Just cracking people.
Don't dub it on, yo. I'm not paying
Challenge.
Where would you get this one, man?
Joe Rogan saw Gervonta tank Davis's new bulked-up look before the Jake Paul fight. He couldn't help but react in classic Rogan fashion. Part shock, part scientific breakdown, analyzing every detail of Tank's transformation.
Gervonta fan. I think that guy's so unusual.
Yeah.
His style's so unusual, and it's like patience.
Yes.
Yeah. But he finds these openings and he sees them, but he doesn't go after them right away. He waits for the right time. He's so patient.
Right.
Like, when you watch the early rounds of his fights, he's like at a world champions that are competing today at the highest level. He probably has the lowest punch count in the early rounds.
Yeah.
Because he just wait, but he also knows he's got that nuclear option that if he can crack you, most likely he's going to take you out. He's got massive confidence.
On his podcast, Joe Rogan didn't hold back. After watching Gervonta tank Davis's new training footage, he joked, "Tank looks like he's been built in a powerlifting lab." Rogan broke down the transformation, the thicker frame, bigger shoulders, and stronger stance, saying the added muscle could actually boost Tank's power and punch speed instead of slowing him down.
Right? Like, you don't know whether someone's ever going to be able to figure that out or whether or not he's just going to keep cracking people.
Yeah.
You know, so it's part of the fun of watching it. I've talked to a lot of like real boxing purists. It's like, you can't rely on that style.
Right.
He's got to be busier. When he gets to the best guys, it's not going to work out. Like, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, because there's so many good guys.
Rogan took it further, calling Gervonta Tank Davis a mini Mike Tyson powered by modern training science, built to destroy, not just box. He joked that if Jake Paul thinks this version of Tank is playing for points, he's crazy. Rogan praised Tank's evolution, saying this isn't just an upgrade, it's Tank Davis fully unleashed.
Got the skills, the power, he got that ring IQ to do good, but we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, he's also wild. He's a wild fella, so he's fun to watch. You know, he's just a crazy dude. You know?
Yeah, coming from Baltimore, man, I think that's just his upbringing as well. You know, product of his own environment.
Yes, for sure. He's just so unique in his approach. Like, you know, he doesn't fight like anybody else.
After Joe Rogan dubbed Gervonta Tank Davis a mini Mike Tyson, analyst Wade Plemons broke down the next level of Tank's prep. This isn't casual training, it's strategy in motion. With coach Calvin Ford studying every Jake Paul habit like a scientist, Tank's fine-tuning his timing, angles, and mindset for total domination.
The least serious you take Jake, and I've said this about everybody that's fought him, the ones that don't take him serious, the ones that say he's a YouTuber and everything else, they end up losing, or they end up looking like, oh, wait a second, this guy was a little better than I thought. They end up either getting taken by surprise or actually sometimes losing because they don't realize that Jake actually takes this serious. So this is good to hear. Just already right off the rip, they were already doing something.
Surprise. So tell me, you know, when did you hear about this?
They've been going back and forth for years, Tank and Jake. They've been going at it for years, and it would have happened sooner, you know what I'm saying? But we have hiccups in life.
Tank's attack on the body isn't just cardio, it's surgical. He's carving Jake up so every step forward turns into molasses. This version of Tank is bigger, stronger, faster, and smarter. Calvin Ford isn't letting him sling wild shots. It's a chess match designed to make a 60 lb bigger opponent pay for every inch of reach.
Guy that's targeting the body. And it's the best thing that Tank could do for this fight. I mean, trying to go headshot for headshot with Jake Paul when he's probably Jake's 7 inches taller than he is. I'm assuming he's going to have a bit of a reach, even though Tank has a kind of freakish reach for his height. I don't think that's a great idea. And again, you're at eye level with Jake's belly button damn near. So you're going to have to be able to land shots right there on the waistline. And it's probably the best idea if you actually want to knock Jake out in this fight, if you actually want a game plan, because again, it's an exhibition, but if you want a game plan to get him out of there, you have to.
You can already picture it. Tank ripping body shots, Jake's guard dropping, and fatigue setting in. If Tank lands clean, It won't just slow Jake down, it'll flip the whole fight. People call it an exhibition. But Tank's training like it's a title defense. With Calvin Ford in his corner, fear becomes focus. And every move looks like part of a bigger plan to expose Jake's weaknesses.
Ridiculously hard for Tank to actually knock Jake out. That's like 70-pound difference, 60-pound difference. That means something. And Jake's not some guy that's never thrown punches. He's a relative novice when it comes to, skill level that Tank has, but still, he knows how to protect himself. And again, his body structure allows for some mistakes to happen that he wouldn't have to pay for like he would if he was 135 pounds. Point being, I would be impressed, if Tank knocked him out cold or dropped him with some, hurt him.
Just when Calvin Ford's honesty stirred things up, Lamont Roach Sr. dropped business-level heat on Gervonta Tank Davis. He joked that Tank skipped a rematch to chase Netflix and algorithms instead of honor. And honestly, it's wild. This Jake Paul fight feels like boxing collided with YouTube culture. Try explaining that to an old-school fan. Tank Davis versus the guy who used to pull pranks in Target.
It's not good. It's not good for the sport. A lot of people say, oh, money this and money that, but you got to do business the right way. You know what I'm saying? You got guys on that other side, especially fighters, that take time out of their life, train, get their coaches and small partners. They go different places, travel. They invest a lot of times in their career, and it's a lot. So, when they get back, they get news like that, it does not receive well. So, but we solid. We're going to stand 10 toes down, man, and we're going to see what's next for us.
Roach didn't hold back. He said you can't just walk away from business for a bigger paycheck. And honestly, he's got a point. If Tank really skipped a rematch to fight Jake Paul, that's like leaving the NBA Finals for a celebrity game. The money's big, but the legacy takes a hit. Still, Tank isn't built for show fights. He's a pocket nuke in gloves, and if Jake walks in treating this like another influencer event, he's about to find out Tank doesn't do collabs. He delivers consequences.
Tank is just so much more better than Jake Paul. And some people feel, well, Jake Paul is this big heavyweight that punches hard, and Tank's going to find out, do you feel like this is going to be an actual real fight just underneath the term exhibition? And do you see the fight playing out when someone gets hurt?
I don't even want to talk on that fight, be honest. I can care less about what it is. It's an exhibition, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. He ducked that work. Yeah. He ducked that work.
After Lamont Roach Sr. called out Tank's business move, his son Lamont Jr. doubled down. No filters. No sugarcoating. He said what fans were already thinking. Tank didn't just skip a rematch. He dove headfirst into the Jake Paul circus. Roach Jr. even joked that it's wild watching a world-class champ trade belts for Netflix clicks. You can feel the frustration. He wanted smoke in the ring, not Tank trending for glove size.
Rematch fight versus Gervonta after this fight?
Who knows? He said he's retiring. I believe him. I think he's scared. So if he's going to retire, I believe he's going to retire.
You think he'll retire after the exhibition match?
I think so.
Why do you say that?
Because we get scared.
Let's be real. Jake Paul fights print money like Vegas slots. But legacy doesn't trend on TikTok. If Tank's really calling it quits after this, it's like a superhero retiring mid-series just because the merch sold out. Jake's pure entertainment muscle. Tank's a guided missile. This fight's either ending quick or breaking the internet. Boxing feels less HBO and more YouTube these days, but when these two collide, expect chaos, clicks, and a whole lot of cash.
On the Gervonta fight, the weight, the ounces on the gloves, 12 ounce, and then, Calvin was asking to get the 10s. What do you think about that? And people who don't understand that.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about their fight per se. I really don't care. I don't care about their fight.
Here's the crazy part. This fight feels like a social experiment in gloves. Jake Paul, the internet's chaos king versus Gervonta Davis, born from Baltimore's fight trenches. It's influencer hype versus pure fighter instinct, algorithm versus art. Jake's chasing respect, Tank's chasing legacy, and both need each other. If Tank lands clean, that's not just a knockout, or that's boxing taking its crown back. But if Jake lasts, we might witness the most hated success story in combat sports. This isn't just a fight. It's a battle for the spotlight itself.
Jake Paul is good enough where people say, oh, he's terrible. Jake Paul is not a world-class fighter. I don't care how a person feel about that. Fighters that started in their formative years, like we did, 8, 9, 10, We got too much time in. Jake will never catch up to that. He'll never catch up to that. We just got too much time in.
And that's the showdown. One man chasing legacy, the other chasing respect. When the gloves touch, it's not just a fight. It's boxing versus the algorithm. Either Tank shows the world what real power looks like, or Jake pulls off the wildest twist since Mayweather-McGregor. So what do you think? Does Jake survive the Baltimore smoke, or does Tank drop him faster than bad hotel Wi-Fi? Hit the comments, drop your takes, and don't forget to